Hello, Cancer. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. It is a bonus read that I'm doing today. The bonus reads, when I do them, do not have a date or a time, and I intend to read for the current energy or the future energy. We're not reading for the past here, Cancer. So thanks for ducking in here, whether you are brand new or you are somebody who's around here all the time. I do appreciate you, Cancer. Let's find out what's going on for you in this bonus read. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Cancer, please. What sorts of energies do you want Cancer to know about, please? Tell me about Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? We have the Five of Pentacles. Why do we have the Five of Pentacles? We have the Hermit. I feel like you're thinking about money. I want to say that Cancer, I feel like this does tell me that it feels like you are trying to come up with a plan, that you're going over the details. What do I have? What do I have to add to my abundance in order to make it bigger? And if it is not money that we're talking about, I feel like it's scarcity. I feel like it's, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, I can't get enough. Like it feels like you're living in this negative mindset of being very focused on what you don't have or what you can't get. That's what it feels like here. So we do have the Five of Pentacles, and that is feeling disconnected. Look, the key is sitting right by the door. I'm just saying, the key's sitting right by the door, the lock is there, but I feel like this person is not wanting to ask anybody for help. Cancer, that checks out for you. You're kind of a lone wolf, right? I feel like it's this Five of Pentacles is a place where you are because you don't really want to ask anybody for help. I feel like you just want to do it on your own here, but I also want to say that it's something that it's something that you're going to figure out, because the Hermit has a lot of wisdom. The Hermit does spend a lot of time by themselves, thinking, going over details. What do I do next? What's the next plan, right? The Hermit is also very much into their spirituality. Somebody who is using their light, who is realizing that they have light, and who is going to use that energy to make the next decision. What else can we say about Cancer, please? What else does Cancer need to know? We do have the Eight of Cups, so I feel as though that I want to say that this Five of Pentacles is telling me that you are living in some sort of a scarcity energy, and I feel like what you're doing here is you're trying to look at it logically. You're trying to look at it logically and practically. That's what it feels like here, because we do have, two energies of earth energies here. We've got Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energies here. So the Eight of Cups tells me that you are not getting into it with your feelings. It feels like you're going out there to find the Two Cups. It feels like you are kind of disconnected from your emotions. Like you're trying to deal with it in a very practical way rather than dealing with it in an emotional way. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. I do feel like when you're alone, though, I feel like you feel lonely. Like the Hermit energy is where you thrive. Right now, that's where you're thriving, to just sort of turn your back on. I feel like the Hermit energy is where you go, like to your spiritual energy, to go over details, really look at what you have, what you need. And I feel like you really are, I can't get my feelings into this. It feels like you're disconnecting your feelings from whatever decision you're about to make here. The thing is that, with the Eight of Cups, right? The Eight of Cups is like walking away from something, or disconnecting from something that you don't want to get overly emotional about. But the Nine of Cups is here as well. Look, if you stay in the Eight of Cups, you can't get to the Nine of Cups. You can't get to the wish fulfillment. So I feel like somewhere along the way, you find some sort of an extra cup here. Why do we have the Nine of Cups here, please? We do have the Magician. Okay, so it's actually a feeling of hope. It feels like it's a knowing that you have, that there's something in the future. So you could have Piscean energy. You don't have to, but you could be a Cancer that has Piscean energy. It's like you are manifesting happiness is what's going on here. And you've decided to ignore, you're trying to disconnect from or ignore this Five of Pentacles energy, which is the feeling of not enough. I don't have enough, or I'm not enough. And so I feel like your wish fulfillment is the Nine of Cups. So you think that by walking away, the Eight of Cups, by disconnecting from this emotionally from the idea of not having enough, being enough, that the wish fulfillment will come along. But listen, the part of the wish fulfillment is feelings. It's emotions. It's the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's happiness. I just want to say that there is, sun on both of these here. Like there's a burst of energy back here, and then we do have the sun here. I want to say that you can't really have what you want in your wish fulfillment if you're just going to be disconnected from it emotionally. That's not really how it goes. It feels like you're waiting, wishing and hoping for your wish fulfillment, but I feel like you're shut off and shut down with your feelings right now. Tell me why the Five of Pentacles is here, please. We do have the Eight of Wands. Why is that? You want things to move forward. You want things to move a little quicker here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Devil energy here. But you have the fear of, if I do decide to move forward and begin something in the Pentacle world, what if it's codependent? What if it's toxic? What if? That's what the Devil energy is. It's like you feel as though you can't have it, or you have doubt, or you have fear. It could be fear that you're going to have to get your feelings involved. And I feel like you don't want to get your feelings involved. So the Eight of Wands is here, and it tells me that you do want to reconnect to people or communicate with people or move really a little quicker than you've been moving here. But the Page of Pentacles tells me that maybe you're just going to give somebody a little bit of your energy. It does feel here like somebody is, it could be a mishmash of things. Like it could be finances, but it also could just be a general energy of feeling in lack, feeling in scarcity energy. And we've got the Five and the One Pentacle here. I feel like you do want reciprocity, but you're not willing to beg for it, is what I'm going to say. You're not willing to really willing to beg people for their time or for their energy. But I just want to say, though, I think it's you that's got yourself on the outside, though. I don't think anybody pushed you there. I feel like it's an energy of, maybe I'm just safest here behind this boundary. Maybe I'm just safest here behind this boundary. I feel like you do long for connection with the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, but I feel like you're scared that something is not going to work out for you. Tell me why the Eight of Cups is here. It's like you're already thinking it's going to be over before it starts, and therefore the manifestation can't come in because you're not ready to receive it in the way that it's willing to be given to you. We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Lovers, and we have the Ten of Wands. And so here it is, right? It feels like that love or choosing someone becomes a very big burden for you. The Page of Swords in the reverse, it's like it feels like somebody here has not done their homework or hasn't dug up enough information, or maybe I don't have enough information. It's almost like you doubt your ability to be able to pick the right person for you. And so I want to say that the Lover is already in your energy. There already is someone in your life here, Cancer, that does fit the bill of the soulmate, of someone you're deeply connected to. But I feel like you feel that's burdensome because you're disconnected from your energy here. You're disconnected from your emotional energy. So I want to say you're giving them swords. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse being the Student, I feel like you haven't really learned this lesson yet. That you haven't really learned that if you disconnect from your feelings, because I think it's a mechanism that you use so you don't get hurt. But, putting on armor, that's what that feels like. You're putting on armor, but understand that nothing can hurt you, but nothing can get out either. You can't share yourself with anybody. So it feels here like you feel that picking somebody or choosing someone who is a soulmate here might be, something that's kind of burdensome for you here. Tell me why. Why is this burdensome? I feel like there is somebody already in your energy. I feel like you have manifested them. I feel like they are in your life. They do make you happy, but you have not chosen them. Or you feel like in order for this to be able to move forward, I have to choose them, and that has become heavy and burdensome. Why is that? We do have the Seven of Cups. Makes sense. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Judgment card. Yeah. Look, take as much time as you need, Cancer, but don't shut off your feelings, is what I want to say. The Seven of Cups is here, which indicates there is confusion. There's overwhelm. You have to make a decision. This person is wondering which one of these cups they should pick, right? Because look at, it's like, I always see this as snakes and ladders. Did you ever play that game when you were little? I come from a time, I'm Gen X, so I come from a time where we did a lot of board games. And so it feels like here you know about the pitfalls. You've experienced the pitfalls before. And so I feel like you are not communicating to someone that you have feelings for them and they are already in your life, but you're not communicating that to them because it becomes too burdensome for you to make that decision. We do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment card, right? And so it feels like you're waiting. I want to say you're being patient, you're waiting, you're not going to make any quick moves, which I think is a great idea. Virgo and Pisces energy here. It feels like it's something that is resurrected for some of you. It feels like this person is somebody that you already have the Nine of Cups feeling for. Like when you're around them, they make you really happy or they make you feel happy. I mean, no other individual can make you happy, right? You have to be happy first. But I feel like you are confused because you do have a lot of feelings about this person. We do have the 7, the 8, and the 9. Your feelings are getting bigger and bigger. You're graduating in your feelings. Your feelings are getting bigger and bigger, and I feel it's bringing you to this place that you really didn't want to be or didn't expect that you would be in, which is the Judgment card energy, which is, I got to make a decision about what I'm going to do here. Am I going to have this person in my life for a long time, or am I just going to keep moving on? What's your decision? I think you're going to open a chapter with this person, but you're going to be really honest with them that if it doesn't work out, you're going to go. Look, I think that's legit. I really feel like more people should be very upfront with people in their lives that they are romantically connected to. Look, let's give this a shot. These are the things that I want. Tell the person what it is that you want. Be very honest and truthful. I need justice. I need you to be truthful and honest with me. We need to talk about things. This is about speaking to each other very clear, honestly, right? And that I feel like you are going to make the decision to open the chapter with this person, although it's heavy to make this decision. And I feel with the King of Swords here that you've decided that you have enough wisdom, that you've got enough smarts, that you're just going to be completely honest with this person at the beginning of the cycle. Bravo! Because a lot of people don't think about doing that. They just jump into this relationship. It's all in fire. I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me. That's supposed to mean that we're compatible, and it doesn't mean we're compatible. This is the king who gets down to business. Because look, Aquarius is not interested to know that the boat floats. They want to know why it floats. Does it float so well in this type of environment but not in that environment? What's in the engine room? Tell me how it runs. Do I have to worry about the boat sinking? Like, Aquarius wants to know all the details, and I feel like you need to be super honest and detailed with what it is that you want, and just, maybe you'll just have to leave. It's okay to leave. People need to understand that if this is not working for you, it's okay to leave. So I feel like having to have this conversation is what is holding you back in the Ten of Wands with the Lovers here. I feel like it's heavy on you making this decision or making a choice, because that's what the Lovers is. And it's weighing heavy on you because you're going to have this conversation. And if this conversation doesn't work out, you are going to pull away because the choppy waters are not for you. So I feel like there is a conversation coming up between you and whoever this person is. They could be a Gemini. They don't have to be. We've got Aries. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. We've got Virgo, Pisces energy. We've got more Virgo. We've got Capricorn. We have Aries energy and more Virgo energy. So I feel like you're going to have this conversation with this person and be super honest with them. I think it's a good way to start things out. It's going to cause a tower, and it might even cause an argument. And look, if this person isn't willing to answer your questions about what their intentions are with you, then you're rightfully so to walk away from your feelings. You're rightful to, that is the thing that I think that is the best thing to do. I think when the Tower comes, though, it feels like when we have this conversation, the Six of Swords being here, it's the choppy water, right? It's like we need to get out of the boat and we need to get to the place where we're in a calm state of mind. So please make sure you're not doing it in the midst of an argument. Make sure it's not choppy waters when you open this conversation, because I feel like it's going to be a realization for the other person that you mean business, right? The Five of Swords is here. We really need to talk about this. The Five of Swords is so important as it pertains to a relationship. Conflict, disagreements. Are we going to get into battles? Do we have fundamental differences that we cannot resolve? Maybe you're Mormon and you're Jewish, or, maybe it's not religion. Maybe I make a lot of money. Maybe I have a lot of assets and you don't have any. Maybe that's where a prenup comes into play. Like, it feels like you need to talk about these things, because I feel like you've grown a lot of your by yourself. I want to say you've been patiently nurturing and growing your pentacles. So that's your pentacle worth. It's your house, your home, your car. And I don't think you want to give it away to just anybody. And I agree. So what is it that Cancer should be doing from here, please? What is the advice that universe has for Cancer? We do have the Two of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is where you are right now. You're blocking love. You don't want to look at the situation with this person who's already in your life, somebody that you're interested in. You really don't want to have this conversation. I want to say with the Nine of Wands, this conversation is inevitable and it's around the corner. I really feel like you're exhausted in relationships. Like, you're tired of getting into a relationship and then somebody flips the switch on you. And even though you have this conversation, it turns into something that you didn't think it was going to be. I feel like you're the wounded warrior because it feels like relationships haven't worked out for you. I want to say, though, that this new person who's in your life is an Empress. This person is somebody who is very much in balance. They know all about their energies. They've got a lot of wisdom. They could be someone who's older. They don't have to be. But they are someone who creates love, who creates happiness, who is a creator of children, of new beginnings, of homes, of, this person is very much in balance. And I feel that when you speak with them, they're also going to be in this energy of back and forth. Do I really want this? Cancer seems a little freaked out. I'm not really sure. This person is the one I feel that is in your life. They are an Empress. And so it could be a matter of you feeling like you're not enough for the Empress, right? The Two of Pentacles is here. Possibly you feel like you're just in balance and the Empress is really abundant. We do have Justice. Look, I feel like this is your person. It does feel like this is your person, but I want to say to you, please make sure that you approach it in a way that makes you comfortable. Have the conversations. Have the hard conversations, not the arguments, but the hard conversations, which is, what are our fundamental differences? I feel like the Tower is here, is breaking it all down. I want to say the Tower is the realization that we do have fundamental differences. Maybe you like rock music or ska, and maybe I'm a country music person. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like there's fundamental differences, and make no mistake about it. I say it in a trivial way, but that's a huge thing for people. Some people have been raised, and the only thing that they've been raised on their music preferences, and the only thing that keeps them moving or keeps them uplifted in their life is their music preferences, right? So please go over every detail. I feel like you are going to have justice. I feel like whatever is between you and the Empress is eventually going to come together, but I don't think you need to rush it, because I feel like it's going to work itself out. We do have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's not necessarily engaged in getting what they want. This is somebody here who is maybe a little bit egoic. Like, this person could be very good looking and they're used to maybe getting what they want because they're beautiful or handsome. And the Nine of Pentacles tells me that this person also has their own abundance. They are single. They have their own abundance. They're very connected. They're very connected to the earth, which means that they're very solid and grounded, and they move slowly. I want to say very confident, but I want to say that this person is not showing you passion. They're not showing you passion because they're as unsure of you as you are of them. That's what it feels like. I think that there will be an investment here, though, Cancer. I think there will be. Yeah, I feel like you can put up your boundaries and be safe with your boundaries, because the Empress knows all about boundaries. This person has their own boundaries. So I feel like if you decide to invest in the Empress, you're going to be able to stay with your boundaries. The Empress is going to stay with her boundaries. And I feel like you two are going to be able to come together when you're ready. Please don't push it. Go slow, right? It could be a year before this thing pans out. But if you two are really invested, you will hang out with each other and go slow, right? But just remember, you can cut out whenever you want to, because that's what the King would do. The King would say, look, this is not for me. I'm out. Just do it in a kind way, is all. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Cancer, for being here and watching. I'm going to go, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye, Cancer.